What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? All right, let's make sure this camera's working okay. Looks like I got 9 people here. Hold on a sec. All right. There we go. I think we're up and running now. Camera looks good. 7 people here. Hope everybody can hear and see me okay. All right, if you guys can hear me, see me okay, throw me a comment, please, just so I know. I'm watching the comments here on... Okay, Jason, thank you, man. I'm watching the comments here on my laptop, so I get a little better look there. And my sister Laura. Hey, Laura, how are you? Good to see you. Joe Blanks. Hey, you guys get any fish yet? Joe, no, I haven't even been out yet, man. Just boats in the water. And, okay, so it's weird. The comments are coming in faster here in my laptop than they are on my phone. So I'm going to watch my phone for the comments, I think. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Joe asked me if I got any fish yet. Joe, I have not got any fish yet. The boat's in the water, just still doing a bunch of things, getting that thing ready. I think our first trip, or our first real shakedown, go knock the rust off kind of trip is going to be next weekend. Just so many things to do. So many things to do. Still getting rods and reels strung up, still getting, just everything. If you buy a boat, you don't realize how much stuff you got to put into that thing. All the tackle, the trolling bags, the cleaning, taking the name off the old boat. That took me a half a day or so. My wife and I knocked that out. She actually was much better at it than I was. But just a little bit ago, awesome shirt, great movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. Heck yeah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I love that movie. Every time it comes on, I still got to watch it. Yeah, Dave's here. Earl Purcell, you're here. Hey, cool. Good to see everybody. So yeah, I'm dragging butt a little bit. Really, I just got home just a few minutes ago. Been at the boat the last couple of days. Last 2 days straight. Yeah, just like another 10, 12, 15-hour days. Just, getting that thing ready. All the gears on. It's just all the other things. But anyway, I saw Leroy from Purple Taco is on here, so don't forget if you have a question. Hey, BMK, what's up with you, man? Good to see you. If you got a question for anything, or you just want to say hi to Lee and Deb Dowding from Purple Taco, they are on here. They are watching, which is really cool. It's great. Don't close that laptop. Actually, I can see the comments pretty good here. Oh yeah, but they're on here. They'd love to hear from everybody. They really listen to all the comments on here, and they base a lot of their business decisions. Well, not all their business decisions, but they give some ideas on what you guys and gals want out there, what you want to see. So that's pretty cool. They're on here. They're on here checking it out. All right, cool. So anyway, let me get the fishing report out of the way. Diver, diver, diver. Let me get the fishing report out of the way. So I'm gonna try to do that, like I said, in the first couple of minutes. Hey, Minnesota, what's up, Bill? How are you, man? Mike Kaz is here from the dock in Ludington. Man, everybody's tuning in. That is so cool. 41 people. I'm not expecting a whole lot. Let me say, hey, happy Memorial Day to everyone. Don't forget, the real reason for Memorial Day. Remember the ones that gave the ultimate sacrifice for this country. That's what it's all about. So happy Memorial Day to everyone. Hope everybody's having a safe and happy weekend. But yeah, anyway, let's get the fishing report knocked out. So as we're getting into summer, I'm gonna base the fishing report. I'm gonna tune them more towards Great Lakes fishing because I think that's what most everybody is here for. So yeah, I'm just going to focus on the Great Lakes. If you guys get a question about some of the small lakes around here, rivers, I'm happy to answer. If I hear something really good, I'll throw that out there also. But yeah, it's going to be pretty much Great Lakes oriented, as we get into these warm months. So here's what's going on. I have not been out, but I've been in touch with many people that have, talking to my dock mates down there. A few guys have been out running charters. The fishing is just sporadic right now in Manistee. Some people are finding decent pods of fish. And by decent pods, maybe 4 to 7 or 8 fish a trip. Some people are finding just a couple fish a trip. It has been anything really hot and heavy. Some decent king showing up. By decent I mean 20 plus pounds. Haven't seen anything ginormous yet. And by ginormous I would mean 28, 29, 30 plus pounds. But hey, Magma, Mike, good to see you, my friend. But yeah, so fishing around here has been sporadic. What's been working is 8, 10, 13 colors with spoons. Blues and green spoons, blue jeans, green jeans, blue dolphins. I know the Mixed veggie has still been doing very well. So those cores have been working really well. Riggers have been doing okay. Again, I'd still be running everything, in a various range of depths. And divers have been doing okay. Some boats have been catching some fish on divers, on flasher flies even. And everybody's been working out a little bit deeper now. The fish are starting to move out a little bit deeper as the water starts to warm closer to shore. So people are moving out a little deeper, but people are still fishing anywhere from 60 to 150. I even talked to one boat that were fishing out 300 plus. And yeah, and some guy or some fish coming on meat too. Absolutely. Hey Larry, don't worry about being late, man. It's good to see you. Anyway, but yeah, so sporadic depths, sporadic troll. It's really just go out there and see if you can find that pod. And if you can find a good pod of fish, try to focus in on that. There's nothing wrong with working a little area if you find really good active fish. A lot of times I like to go just on long trolls. If I get a good troll going, I'll just stay on a long troll. But when the fish are tough and you find those little active pods, there's nothing wrong with working that area back and forth, back and forth. Scott K, Tina, good to see everyone. Tina Tusini, I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, but like I said, spoons, super slims, dreamweavers, blues, greens, all your classics, even some mags. Some people have been throwing some mags out there. And my mom's here. Hi, Mom. How are you? Love you. Good to see you. But yeah, some mags have been thrown in the mix as well. But blue is I always consider blue a really kind of early season color. And all the way up through June, maybe even late June, blue really, really can stand out. Then I turn more into greens and some darker colors, but we'll talk about that later on down the road. But yeah, blues can be really good this time of year. The blue dolphin, the modified blue dolphin, the holographic blue dolphin, the blue tuxedo by Stinger can be great. The blue jeans, those are all great, great spoons. Tough bite today, yeah, Mark. Seems like, well, and then again, I hear down by Ludington, I talked to a boat last night in Manistee. They were talking about running all the way down to Little Point, and that is a long, long run from Manistee. But they said that the bite down there was just fantastic. And I talked to a couple other guys down Ludington Way, said that Ludington was pretty darn good. So yeah, if you're in that area, hey, great, more power to you. Muskegon, I think, is still doing pretty well, and then on down the line. But we all know that those kings are going to be moving north as that water warms up. As that water warms up and gets farther and farther north, those kings are going to follow that warmer water. So they're coming. They're coming this way. If you guys are up this way in the north like I am, they're on their way. Jason Wilkerson, they got 10 kings that lost a lot at Little Point. Yeah. Robert Finney, sorry. Hey, no worry. Don't worry about being late, Robert. No big deal, man. Got my moo cup. I should get a different mug. You think? I don't know. Maybe I should get a mug with a fish on it. I kind of like my moo cup. Little Point is on fire. Yeah, and that's what I'm hearing. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that, bud. Yeah, Little Point is just smoking right now. But don't, in 2 or 3 more days, those fish might be gone because they're going to be migrating northward. So they're on their way. They're on their way. We can all wait a little bit. The fishing, as long as that north wind doesn't come along, or a really hard east wind, but a really hard north wind could really booger up the fishing, and just like that. And then it's going to take all that time to start setting back up again. But as long as that west, south by southwest wind keeps working up this way, the fishing should continue to move and get better and better and better as the fish come north. So anyway, that is the fishing report. If it was me, honestly, out of Manistee, I'd go out, I'd probably work 80 foot of water. If I'm not finding anything there, I might bump out pretty deep. And by pretty deep, maybe 150 plus, 200 plus. And I'd be looking at everything from 30 to 60 foot down. That's the range I'd be looking at right now. I did talk to one buddy who fished, ran a charter out of Onekama, and they had 14 trout up there by Onekama. So the trout bite sounds like it's pretty good up there way also. All right. So that is the fishing report for today. And like I said, happy Memorial Day. Hope everybody gets a chance to get out and enjoy some sunshine, some outdoor activity, and all that good stuff. Maybe some adult beverages, whatever you want to do. I had this really cool fish handler by Mark McConney. Sent that to me. My sister and my mom were talking on here. But anyway, I said that I would draw a random comment on here. But anyway, I said that I would draw a random comment out of this. Well, we got 67 people here. That's great. Memorial Day weekend, 67, 68 people here. That's cool. But yeah, I drew a random comment out of the last week's video for all the people that went on after the video and just put a comment on there. And then I picked out, I'm sorry, I was reading something there. This fish handler is Todd R. I don't know the last name, just Todd R. So you are the winner of this thing. If you will send me an email at gmail.com or chris@darkbluecharters.com, send me an email with your address. I will send that thing out. But thanks to everybody that left a comment. And we had some really cool comments. A lot of people really interested. A store selling those things. A lot of people were interested. Dreamweaver does sell the plastic ones of this. And they're really nice fish handlers. I think they're like 13, 14, and they're in 3 or 4 different colors: red, white, blue, and black, I think. But yeah, they come in really, really handy. Anyone fall overboard on charter? No, I've come close myself. Netting fish and the deck's wet and the feet slip out. Yeah, they've come close. No, knock on wood. Don't say that. All right. So Amanda, if I remember right, Amanda Johnson wanted me to tell her dad. She said her dad is my biggest fan, and to think that I have a fan is just mind-boggling to me. I can't consider myself. I have friends, is what I have. All of you are my friends. The word fan just is kind of weird to me. But she said her dad loves the channel. Her dad's name is Derek. She wanted me to throw a shout out to Derek. Derek, hey, thanks for watching the channel, man. You got a great daughter. She sent me that message, or sent me a comment on one of the videos. Thank you so much for being there. And Derek, if you're the one that walked down, I was at the boat today. Derek, if you're the one that came down and said hello to me, it was really nice to meet you. Yeah, had a guy walk down today at the boat. Just walked up, shook my hand. We talked fishing for a little bit. I showed him the new Big John rod holders, and we talked for a little while. A super nice guy. Just really nice for him to show up and say thanks for all the videos and everything. To me, that was almost a highlight of my day. So thanks, Derek. I appreciate that. And thanks to your daughter for looking out for you. That's really cool. Guys, gals, that is really it. That is all the info and intel I have for you today. If you guys got questions, I'm happy to sit here and answer some questions, whatever you want to do. If you guys want to bug out, get out there and charcoal or grill up some brats and some hamburgers, man, we'll get out of here. But yeah, if anybody's got a question, throw it on here real quick. But if it looks like it's tapering off, you know, we'll bug out of here. We'll do, oh, no, I can't yet. Had one other thing. Sorry. Where's my brain? All right, so Matt Presnitz, who's a guy on this channel, been watching this channel a long time. Matt is a great guy. He's come up to the shop and met me and gotten some equipment up there. He sent me 5 custom-made packages. And what he's got in here, well, he wants me to give these away, so I'm going to do that. He wants to generate some support for the channel. So he thought, and what a super cool thing to do. He made up 5 of these packages. And each one, I'll just start with, well, let's start with this one. Let's start with the Dragon Slayer. So let's look at what he's got. So we're going to do this 5 weeks in a row. Each week, each Sunday, the next 5 Sundays, I'm going to give away one of these packages. And so to get entered into this thing, what he wanted people to do is to either follow or support us on Patreon. If you go on patreon.com and look up Tangle Tackle Fishing, you can support us there. Or if you want to do a super chat on here for whatever amount of support you want to do, anybody that does that for that week will be entered into that week's drawing for this gear. And this is good gear. So yeah, he just wanted to generate, like I said, try to generate some support for the channel, which is really, I appreciate it tremendously. But let's take a look at what he's got. So each one of these packages has got a spin doctor in it. And each spin doctor is different. This one is the Dragon Slayer, and this is a darn good spin doctor. So this package I'm going to give away next Sunday. So he's got the Dragon Slayer. He's got, oh man, 1, 2, he's probably got 5 tournament tied rigs in there for flies, which has got the treble and the forward single hook on there with the beads all tied up, all snelled. The knots look amazing. He did a heck of a nice job. He's got a custom tied meat rig in there, a couple looks like custom tied meat rig teasers in there, all ready to go. He's got a meathead in there ready to go. And he's got, so in each one has 5 flies. And it's either going to have the 5 flies, the 5 brand new 2020 flies from this year that I put out, or it's going to have the 5 flies from Chris's top picks. So you're going to get 5 flies, Spin Doctor, meat rigs, and all the tournament tied stuff from this guy. We're going to, like I said, I'm going to give away one of these packages, and that's the whole package. I'm going to give away one of these packages for the next 5 weeks. So Matt Presnitz, thanks again for doing this. It's really cool. Somebody's getting, I don't want to give these away because the stuff is so darn good. Actually, I would love to fish this stuff. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. So anybody at Super Chats or goes on Patreon, supports us, I'm putting you into the drawing. And we'll go from there. Cool. All right. Yeah, nice. No doubt, Jason. That is pretty cool. Joe, absolutely. Very nice. Very nice of him to do that for the channel. And each one of these packages is really, actually, you know what? No, we're going to do that one I showed you first. We'll do that one. All right. Cool, great support. Yeah, Bruce, I completely agree. The people on here are the absolute greatest people on YouTube, I swear. Everyone on here is just outstanding, nice, kind, supportive, and polite to one another. And that I appreciate almost more than anything else, the way you guys all treat each other. Okay, so we are 17 minutes in, 65 people. You guys got questions, throw them out there. Any questions on the giveaway or whatnot, throw it out there. If you ever have questions that you don't get a chance to ask on the channel during these live chats, throw me an email, christangletactle@gmail.com or chris@darkbluecharters.com, and I will be happy to answer your questions. All right, so let's see what pops up here real quick. How's everybody doing? If anybody's got any good Memorial Day weekend stories to tell, throw them out there. Do you like paddles with agitators? Magma. And by the agitator, you mean that thing, the agitator that sits in the middle and spins around. I've only used those a couple of times, and I didn't see where they were anything head and shoulders above anything else. So, yeah, they work, but I don't think they're a game changer, at least a couple times that I've used them. But, yeah, they do work, Mike. Yeah, good question, man. Dragon Slayer is my favorite, Steven Lipizito. Lipizito, am I saying it right? I hope so, man. Yeah, Dragon Slayer is a great color. Yeah, great producer, too. I went down to Dreamweaver last Friday and got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to need for the year. And they gave me all the new spoons and spin doctors to be able to come on here and show everybody. So that's going to be coming up here sometime in the next week. There'll be a video coming out, me showing all of you the new stuff for this year. Hey, Dennis, how you doing, man? All the new stuff for 2020 from Dreamweaver. Yeah, we're gonna be showing that here very soon. Do you have a logo already for your chart, Derek? No, I don't, man. Nothing yet. Still toying around with ideas, but my daughter was working on something. She might get a little sidetracked, but yeah, not anything set in stone yet. Working on it though. Can you split 5 and 7 color liquid lines from mono in the middle, Dave? Yeah, Dave, you can. Yeah, there's no. In fact, I've seen lead core out there that's had a mono splice in between every single color, all the way up to 10 colors. So yeah, you can do that. Yeah, it might save you some time and money and everything else. Do the Ninja boards handle 300 copper? Oh yeah, oh absolutely. The Ninja boards handle 300 coppers. They are my. Yeah, you know when I did that review on the Ninja boards last year, I was going to tell you if they were garbage. In fact, I honestly thought that they were going to be just another board out there. And then I ran them, and I got to play with them. And if they were crap, I was going to tell you they were crap. I'm sorry, Dreamweaver, but you guys know that. But they turned out, they are, right now, my absolute favorite boards. I think they are the best running boards on the market, even for big coppers. And I'm talking 3 and 400 coppers. So yeah, they work great. Amanda Q, why... Wow, can't wait to see the new spoons. Yeah, they're really nice, man. Some nice new stuff. Definitely some nice new stuff. And I missed some other questions there. I apologize. If I miss a question, throw it back out there, and I'll catch it real quick, and I'll answer it up if I can. Like I said, if I don't know the answer, I will be happy to try to find the answer for you. I don't know everything. I know far from everything. I know very little at times. All right. got pretty quiet. 65 people here, but pretty quiet. Hey, there's better things to do on a Memorial Day weekend. Also curious if you have a logo for your charter. No, Mom, I don't. Not yet. Working on it. Thank you. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go enjoy some sunshine. Oh, we got some. When do you use ripcords or other shock absorbers? Bruce McFadden. So ripcords I use them right behind the dipsies. So the line goes down to the dipsy, and then you got your leader going back to your presentation. Your snubber goes right off your dipsy to that leader, and it just really, you got so much weight on a dipsy diver rig. The dipsy diver itself, the long lead, the flasher fly, or the meat rig back there, that's a lot of stuff going on. You need that shock absorber in there, because when that fish just gets pounding on that thing, they can break off that stuff in a heartbeat. Luke Ticini, Sunday went in Holland. Warmest surface water was 180 foot. Yeah, I missed the rest of that, Luke. I'm sorry, man. I missed it. Something about 180 foot and warm water, and I missed the rest, so I apologize. Finally made it. Jordan, my friend Jordan. Man, I used to work with Jordan down in Lansing a few years back. Good to see you, man. Ready for August. Always say it. Riverside. Yeah, Riverside's got that house right there. They rent it out. Absolutely. Yep. And it's a nice place because you're right there by the charter boats. If you're fishing with Riverside or Hot Ticket or LCK, it's down there. Or any other ones that are down there. Yep, they're right there. Just a nice little walk, and you're good to go. Ever run tipsy tadpole? I've never even heard of a tipsy tadpole, man. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, man. Don't know a tipsy tadpole. Sounds interesting, though. All right. Yeah, here we are. 22 minutes. Please talk about surface temp and east wind early in the year, like right now. I don't know really what you want me to talk about there, Luke, but surface temps they're really in flux right now, obviously, because the winds are changing, the water's moving. It seems like you find the warmer pockets of water is a good chance you're going to find some active fish. If you find water temps that are really, really changing rapidly, like if you're trolling, and say you're at 48 degrees and you go a quarter mile and you're at 43 degrees, you go another quarter mile and you're back at 54 degrees, that water is all in flux, and the fish don't like that. They do not like to stay in that water very much. They like to stay in nice, stable waters. So look for those pockets. They have nice stable temps. You're going to find more active fish in those areas. If they're eating, if they're active, that's where you're going to be finding them, and you're going to have better luck in those areas. East winds around here, later in the year, the east wind can really change. It can bring cold water in just like a north wind can. So you want to keep an eye on those water temps as well. If you get an east wind that brings cold water in tight, into the skinny areas, 30, 40, 50 foot of water, don't forget to check those areas out. They can hold really, really good active fish, and a lot of steelhead will work in those areas also. Yeah, that east wind can do some pretty unique things to the fishing, especially here on the Lake Michigan side. Yeah, good question though, Luke. Hope I answered it okay for you. Who won the fish holder from last week? John, you missed it. It was a guy named Todd R. Todd R. Don't know the last name. Yeah, he just put a comment out there he just said fish handler. The random comment generator picked him out. Paul at Riverside is the best. Dennis Byer, I completely agree with you. Paul was, when I first moved up here, I rented his house, actually, the one that we were just talking about right there on the river. I rented his house and got to be friends with him and his wife Amy, and that's where my addiction and downfall began with salmon fishing. And now, several tens of thousands of dollars later, I still have the problem. I can't be cured. There's no cure for it. I am forever going to be addicted to this thing. But yeah, Paul is an incredible, tremendous fisherman. In my opinion, absolutely one of the best ones in this port, if not every port on Lake Michigan. The guy knows fishing backwards and forwards. And I was really lucky to have him when I first got here to teach me a lot of the things and kind of put me on the right path. Otherwise, I would have been lost. Where would you fish tomorrow morning? If it was me, I said it a little while ago, I would start 80 foot of water, see what I had on the graph, see if I had any active fish in there 80 foot, and if I didn't, honestly, I would start bumping out deep, looking for some active fish out a little bit deeper. What's Save Ferris? What's Save Ferris? Mark. He doesn't know what Save Ferris is. You have to go watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off, man. Sorry. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. One of the best movies ever. Is the Ludington tournament still on? As far as I know right now, Jason, it is. I know that the Sheboygan, I know, is a go. Ludington, I know, they're still trying to get it going. The Budweiser here in Manistee is still a go, as far as I know, and that's only a few weeks off. So, it's looking like we're going to try to run some tournaments this year, which is a good thing. It's not going to be a complete tournament trail, obviously, because we've lost some already. But yeah, it's looking like we'll get some in, which is cool. I'm looking forward to it. I love fishing with the guys on the Tangle Tackle team, Jim and the other knuckleheads. Those guys are outstanding. I love them. You try to locate fish before you set up, Mark? See, that's a good question. Mark, that's a good question, and really what it boils down to is what you knew the day before. If you run out and just look at the graph and try to find fish and say, "Oh, there's fish here," I'm gonna stop right here. They might not be active fish, and that's why the charter boats have such an advantage, because they're fishing every day, and really they're going off not what they see that morning, but they're going off what they've seen the previous days leading up to that morning, and that's where all the good intel comes from. You can run out, you can see fish on a graph. It doesn't mean they're going to be the right fish. It doesn't mean they're going to be biting. It doesn't mean they're going to be active. It doesn't mean they're going to be trout or kings, or you just don't know. That's why the previous day's intel is more important than that morning, what you see on the graph. I hope that makes sense, but that's a good question. Yeah, that's something that I learned a long time ago. Don't always trust the graph. It's nice to see fish on there. It's nice to see those marks on there, and hey, there's fish. But trust what you know from the day before, or even 2 or 3 or 4 days before. Does that answer your question, man? I hope it does. I hope it makes sense. Good question, though. All right, 55 people, 27 minutes in. Let's wind this thing down. Everybody's got better things to do. They got barbecue to do. All right, cool, Mark. Appreciate it, man. Go out and barbecue. Have fun with the family. Tell everybody you love them and everything else. That'd be great. On some of the best days, we hardly mark the fish. Yeah, Bob, that's exactly right. Yeah. Sometimes we're getting bit left and right, and there's not a mark on the graph. So yeah, graphs are great. Fish finders are great, but don't lean on them like they are the end all be all, because they don't always steer you in the right direction. But there's a lot of good information on them. Yeah, definitely a lot of good information. Trust what you know, like I said, from the days before. All right. You're welcome, Gary. Thanks for being here. All right, let's wind her down. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of that drawing, you either got to support us on Patreon, Tangle Tackle Fishing on Patreon.com, or throw a super chat in any of these live videos, and you are automatically entered for that week's drawing. New to Manistee, where's Little Point? Way south of Ludington. It's actually almost right in between Ludington and Muskegon. Bruce, another great report. Take care and stay safe. You do the same. Greg, thank you for the thumbs up. You guys are the best. You guys and gals are always, right here, being just so cool and so nice. All right, let's bug out. Be safe. Take care. We will see everyone next Sunday. And don't forget, save Ferris.